Hi guys, welcome to Linux YouTube channel. My name is Ram Mishra and I'm your online instructor. So what's in this video? In this video we will talk about Elf conditional statement in shell script. But before start the lab session we need to understand few points, which is what is conditional statement and how Elf statement is useful in shell scripting. Basically, in bash shell scripting, conditional statements lets your script make decision based on certain condition, similar to if then else condition in programming language. Today we talk about if conditional statement, which used in programming, including Linux shell scripting. It is used to make decisions based on multiple condition. It lets you execute different commands based on whether a multiple condition result is truth or false. So in this demo, we will explore the basic syntax of if, elf, else statement in bash and examine how they can be used to automate the tasks and implement multiple conditional control structure. So let's do the lab session. So here you can see I am on my Linux terminal and let me show you the OS release version first of all. So I'll clear it. I'll go etc Red Hat release. This is 12.9.3.0. Let's start with the first step, which is syntax of if, elf, else statement. Let's go with the documentation, help, if. So this is the syntax, right? You can notice here. So this will show built-in help for if statement in bash. So checking only one condition in conditional is not the only thing we can do. We can check multiple conditions using elf. So here's the how elf statement come in the picture. The elf keyword basically stands for else if. Elf means else if. So let me explain the code in a simple format and then I try to explain what they are trying to explain here. So if I go to the top, that is my statement or syntax you can say. So this is the syntax. If condition 1, then code to be executed if condition 1 is true. If condition 2, then code to be executed if condition 2 is true. Then finally else. So basically in order to execute, we have to be run this if statement. So you have to use 5 different keywords: if, then, if, else, 5. So first of all we talk about if. What is the meaning of if? If represent the condition that you want to check. Then this is the second part. Then if the previous condition is true, then execute a specified command, like this command I want to run it, whatever I have mentioned here, if it is true. Then in the next step we have another part, which is if. This, so if means used in order to add an additional condition to your statement. If it is true, then this should be executed. Then finally else means if the previous conditions are false, execute this one, which is mentioned here, if all conditions are false. And finally fi, which is close the if then statement. So I hope this is clear to all of you, right? Let's make some simple scripts and understand how it's really helpful in day-to-day activity. So we will start with the first case, which is simple number comparison, right? Let it be go. How to compare the network, how to compare the, sorry, number, not network. So when you are doing a number comparison inside an if block, you are checking whether a certain number condition is truth or false. And if it is true, the block of the code runs. Otherwise, else statement run and finish the execution. So first of all, we create a text file using text editor in Linux. In this case, I'm using Vim text editor, but you can go with anyone. So I'll open demo.sh file. And now let me copy the code from my notepad and then I'll try to explain here. Okay, I'll copy and paste and I'll save it. Okay, so let me try to explain this code. We'll start from the first line, which is bin bash. This is the shebang line specifying that the script should be executed within the bash. Then we have a read minus p, enter your age. This line prompts the user to enter an age and store it in the age variable. Then the next line, I have a condition if $age is less than 13. So this is the initial if condition. It checks if the value of age is less than 13 or not. If condition is true, the code within the block is executed, which will print, hey, you are child, right? And then we have start if condition. So if the first condition is false, then what happened? Then this if condition is evaluated. The check again, again it will check um, it is less than 20 or not. If it is true, the code within this block executed which will print, hey, you are teenager. Similarly, in the next line, if $age is less than 60. If the first if condition is false, think about this is false. Then what happened? Then this condition will check again less than 60 or not. If true, the code within this block executed which will be print you are adult. And finally we have else statement and it says, hey, if both if and if condition are false, then the code within the else block is executed which will print senior, right? And finally I have 5. This keyword marks the end of if else statement. So let's make executable this script and run it and we'll see what happened. So I'll save and quit. I go chmod plus x demo.sh and let's try to run it. So demo.sh, see if I go 10, your child, okay. If I go 15, teenager. If I go 50, 50, adult, and if I say 70, senior. That's cool. So nl-demo.sh. So let's understand how it's work one more time in a short way. This script evaluates the condition in order. If the first condition is met, its corresponding command are executed and the rest of the if and else block are skipped. If the if condition is false, the script moves to the first if condition. This process continues until a condition is met or the else block is reached. If no preceding condition are true, then finally it will execute the else block which represent senior. This is how it's work. I hope this is clear to all of you. Let's make one more example, which is I want to check file existence and their type. This time my requirement is that I want to check whether a file exists or not and what kind of file it is, like it is directory, regular, link file, what kind of file as a part of chain of conditional check, right? So let's modify my script again and update the code. So I'll make it blank. I'll go back again and again I'm on my notepad. Let it be copy the script from here. Again I try to copy and paste. Yeah, let me try. So you will notice here. Again, the line will be start with first line shebang. It tells the operating system to use the bash shell to interrupt the script. Next line is read minus p hyphen p, enter the file name to be checked file. So basically this prompt the user to enter a file name or full path and the enter value is stored in the variable named file. Then if condition start, here the first line number 3, the condition start, if then hyphen d dollar file, then so basically here what happened, this check whether the input file, it means dollar file, is a directory using hyphen d flag or operator. If it is directory, it execute dollar file is directory. Otherwise what happened, next line, next condition is started. If the first condition becomes false, again it's checked if it is regular file using hyphen f operator or not. If it is regular file, then it prints dollar file is a regular file. Otherwise we have a next statement which is else statement, right? And if neither of above condition is true, means it is not a directory or not a regular file, it assumes the file does not exist, or if it is different type of file like symbolic link or device file which the script does not check, then finally it will print the file does not exist. So in short, we can say this script asks the user for a file or directory name and hold the result in the variable named file. This is the variable name. Then it checks if it is exist or not and what type it is using hyphen d operator for directory, hyphen f for file, and on the basis of the condition result, it gives appropriate output. So let's run the script and see how. I'll save and quit. I'll go with demo.sh. Enter file name to be checked. Okay, let it be go tam directory. See, it's a directory. Good. If I go file this time, etc host, this is the regular file. Okay, let me try some random file which is not exist. Say etc yahoo.txt. Currently in my machine, yahoo.txt is not exist. See, does not exist. So I hope it's clear to you how it's actually work. Multiple condition, right? So this is how we can use if conditional statement in Linux shell script. And finally, we are in the conclusion part which says the bash if else statement is powerful control structure that allow you to create complex decision making process in your shell script. Understanding and using the statement effectively will greatly enhance your ability to write efficient and flexible script. And that's all about this demo. Thank you for taking the time with me, and I hope that it has improved your understanding of the topic. Hopefully, you enjoyed and learned new things. Soon, I will come up with another new interesting topic. Till then, keep practicing. If you feel something I have missed or you wanted to know more something else, please reach out to me through my social media link, which is mentioned in the description. If you like this video, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon button for the latest update. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and goodbye.